Welcome to Cooking with Mac, where I show you what I'm cooking and maybe even give you a few ideas. These videos are dedicated to and also requested by my son who is serving in the United States Army. Today I'm going to be making spicy Cajun smash burgers. There used to be a fast food restaurant here that made something very similar to this. Unfortunately, they're no longer in business, but it's not because they didn't make a great hamburger. I'm going to be using 80/20 grass-fed beef, which I buy locally. I'm going to top the burger with spicy grilled onion. I'm not going to be adding cheese to this burger. Of course, you could add whatever you want, but I'm going to be keeping it simple. First, I need to cut my onions. I'm going to be using the electric skillet to saute the onions. And I'll start with half a stick of butter. I've got the electric skillet set to about 375 degrees. And add my onions. And go ahead and stir them around and get them separated. Now that I've got the onions pretty well separated, I'm going to add half a cup of water just to keep them from burning and cover them up. I'm going to let these cook until they get to the consistency that I want, probably about 8 to 10 minutes. It's been about 4.5 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and toss my onions a little bit and cover it back up. So it's been about 9 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and uncover my onions. Now I want to remove some of the moisture from the onions and let them start to caramelize. My onions are almost done, so I'm going to sprinkle them with some All-American Max Cajun seasoning. And next I'm going to use some cayenne pepper. The amount of pepper that you use is totally dependent on how spicy you want these. I want mine to be very spicy, so I'm going to use a good bit of the cayenne. Now I'll mix this up. I'm going to let them cook just a minute more, and then I'm going to remove them. Okay, so my onions are done, and I'm going to go ahead and take those out right now. I picked up this burger smasher on clearance at Lowe's the other day, so I'm going to try it out instead of manually smashing the burgers with a pot or something like that and see how this works. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to cook one burger at a time because my cast iron pot is small, and this thing looks to make a pretty big burger. I'm going to make some balls of ground beef, roughly maybe 4 ounces or so. Just like that. Next, I'm going to take the other half of my stick of butter, put it in a small container, and stick it in the microwave to melt it. For the bun, I'm just going to put a little bit of oil in a skillet, put that down, and then brush the top of the bun with a little more butter. To toast the bun, I have it set on medium-low heat, so it's only going to take about 45 seconds. I've got the burner set at medium-high heat. I know some people recommend going with a really high heat, but it really smokes up the house bad, and I don't want the outside of the burger to be burnt. I want a good crust, but I don't want it to be burnt. So I always keep it somewhere between medium and high. First, I'm going to coat the bottom of my burger smasher with some nonstick spray. Now I'll place my meat. Smash it out. Now I'm going to put a little seasoning on the patty. And I'm going to let this cook about 2 minutes. The burger smasher didn't quite get the patty as thin as I want. Usually when I cook these, I'll smush them like with a small pot or a small plate or something like that. So I do like the burger smasher, but I just wish it smashed them a little bit thinner. It's been about 2.5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and turn my burger over. Okay, it's been cooking about 2 minutes on this side, and it's time to go ahead and pull it off. Alright, I'm going to place my patty on the bun. Now I'm going to top it with some of my spicy grilled onions. And here's my spicy Cajun grilled smash burger. Now before any of you say that it's not really a smash burger because the patty's not as thin as it should be, no, I get it. I wish that the patty smasher that I had made it a little bit thinner. But it was the first time I used it, and looking at it, it looked like the patties would be really thin. So I'm probably not going to use it anymore for smash burgers because I really do like my patties as thin as the ones you would get at like Smash Burger or Steak and Shake or Freddy's Burgers or somewhere like that. But even though the patty's not super thin, it's really a great burger, And if you like spicy stuff, I think you ought to give this a shot. So if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you'd give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.